So friends, we've had a temporary setback in the California National Guard case, but this court battle is far from over. The court battle involving whether Donald Trump can lawfully, constitutionally create chaos and confusion in California and then claim that he has to deploy the military to the streets of California to tamp down all the chaos and confusion. Friends, can you smell the bullshit emanating from Donald Trump's argument? Me too. Let's talk about it. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, no two ways about it. We've had a setback. A setback for honest governing, a setback for our First Amendment rights of speech and assembly, a setback for the rule of law and for justice in a new appeals court case out in California. Let's start with the new reporting. This from Politico. Headline, Appeals Court blocks Newsom's bid to reclaim control of National Guard from Trump. And that article begins, a federal appeals court has indefinitely blocked an effort by California's Governor Gavin Newsom to reclaim control of the National Guard troops President Donald Trump deployed to Los Angeles following unrest related to immigration enforcement. A three-judge panel of the San Francisco-based Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled unanimously that Trump appeared to have acted within his authority when he took control of 4,000 California National Guard troops under a law that has never been invoked without the consent of a state governor. Despite a debate over the level of violence accompanying the protests, the judges, two appointed by Trump and one appointed by President Joe Biden, concluded that the law gives Trump enormous latitude to determine that the protests and related violence were interfering with the execution of federal law. The judges said there are limits to the president's ability to call up the Guard, but there was enough evidence of civil unrest and danger to federal officials to justify Trump's actions. Please put a pin in that observation. We're going to circle back to it. The ruling indefinitely sets aside a decision by U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer, who last week issued a temporary restraining order against Trump's deployment of the Guard. Judge Breyer is scheduled to hold another hearing in the case on Friday to consider Newsom's request for a longer-term block of both the Guard deployment and Trump's subsequent deployment of 700 Marines. Despite ultimately ruling for Trump, all three judges flatly rejected his administration's claim, DOJ's claim, that the courts had no role in reviewing his call-up of the military to Los Angeles. Now, friends, importantly, this is a temporary or interim ruling. It's a ruling that stays or pauses Judge Breyer's order that control of the California National Guard must immediately be returned to Governor Newsom. That ruling is now on hold as a result of the Court of Appeals decision. But there's lots more litigation to come in this case. It ain't over till it's over. Now, there are some other important aspects of this appeals court decision. The court talks about how the law articulates three reasons that a president can seize control of and deploy a state National Guard unit. One, if there's an invasion of the United States. Two, if there is a rebellion within the United States. And three, when the president is unable, with regular forces, to execute the laws of the United States. Yeah, well, you know what? Ain't no invasion, ain't no rebellion. But the appeals court signaled that, well, maybe what's going on in California satisfies that third reason, that the president was unable to execute the laws of the United States. But friends, here's why I call bullshit. Donald Trump is creating the chaos that is prompting the protests. He's got federal agents who are wearing masks, concealing their identities from the people. I mean, they seem like masked marauders or anonymous stormtroopers as much as they seem like federal law enforcement agents. So Donald Trump creates the chaos and confusion as a pretext, as an excuse to seize control of the state National Guard and turn them against the citizenry. And what did Donald Trump have to say about this new Court of Appeals decision? Get ready for it, friends. Big win in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on the president's core power to call in the National Guard. The judges obviously realized that Gavin Newsom is incompetent and ill-prepared. But this is much bigger than Gavin, because all over the United States, if our cities and our people need protection, we are the ones to give it to them should state and local police be unable, for whatever reason, to get the job done. This is a great decision for our country, and we will continue to protect and defend law-abiding Americans. Congratulations to the Ninth Circuit. America is proud of you tonight. Gavin Newsom, says the President of the United States. Friends, we are the laughing stock of the world. And when I woke up today to Donald Trump's words, here is what I posted on Substack. If you want to come over to Substack and follow me over there, it's called subscribing, but it's free. I don't put anything behind a paywall. I do jump on Substack pretty much every night for about a 10-minute live recap of the day's legal events. So I invite you to come on over, join me over on Substack. Here's what I posted in response to both the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruling and Donald Trump's garbage that he posted. Morning, friends. The California Appeals Court just ruled in favor of Trump being able to militarize the streets of America. That's right. Trump gets to create chaos using masked, anonymous stormtroopers, and then he gets to deploy the military against the citizenry to tamp down the chaos he created. Yes, this is a civilized society turned upside down. As I said at our local No Kings Day rally in Leesburg, Virginia, the courts will not save us, and politicians will not save us. If them politicians could have saved us, they would have done so already. We will save us. We will save us. As upsetting as this new court ruling is, and please remember, it's a temporary interim ruling, not the final word, I don't feel defeated or deterred or despondent. I feel determined. I feel energized. I feel activated. It's up to us, friends. It's always been up to us, and it will always be up to us. The hands-off rally was big. The No Kings Day rally was bigger. Let's keep building. Let's keep marching. Let's keep protesting peacefully in ever-increasing numbers, because we are the ones, the only ones, who can save us. Let's roll. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.